I think the first question you had asked was about was about regular SEO versus local SEO.
Yes, because I've learned in the past kind of how to write blogs and how to
Mhm.
optimize things like that. But as for local SEO, we felt like we were hitting a lot of the markers and it just wasn't translating. So that's why I got your course. And then also, as we were chatting, you started to point out some things on the website that I could improve. So yeah, I guess I need help on all of them, but
Okay, that's fine. So when we talk about local SEO versus SEO,
Mhm.
it's really two separate things.
Yeah.
So local SEO, really, I have our clients think about it as Google Maps.
Hmm.
That is what local SEO is. And the idea is that we want to be in that top three of the map pack. And so local SEO, the baseline for local SEO is a combination of getting that Google business profile optimized and getting it optimized for the correct um, category. Primary category is probably the number one thing other than location. So here
Hmm.
you are in what town are you in again? What area of Scarborough?
Scarborough,
Okay.
Ontario. Yeah.
Okay, Scarborough, Ontario. So Wayne Gretzky's from Ontario, right? He's from Brantford, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Brantford's just a little bit outside, but yes.
Perfect example. So right now, your website, you are a company in Scarborough, Ontario.
Yeah.
And so what Google thinks in terms of locally is that this is your zip code. You see me highlighting the zip code? Is that working?
Hmm.
Okay. So what Google's going to do when it comes to local is say, if someone's searching for a gym or CrossFit or whatever it is, locally, they're going to say, well, where are they located? And so you might say to me, we get a lot of private clients for, private training from Brantford, but Google doesn't care. Google doesn't understand so much that you are here in Scarborough, but you might get clients in Brantford. Now, I have no idea what the distance is, but it doesn't matter because you might say we're popular people in Brantford because of X, Y, and Z reason. So while we might want to reach out to Brantford, it's not going to be very easy to do with local SEO only because the people in Brantford are going to say, well, wait a minute, we've got, this gym owner in Scarborough. Why is she getting our traffic? So
Hmm.
one of the problems with, and it's always been an issue with local SEO of expanding past your zip code, for example, is that Google doesn't understand that well that, yeah, I could see people in Scarborough, but people, there's a new super highway that they built and it only takes, they could beam from Brantford to here. Doesn't matter because it's not fair to the people in Brantford if your Scarborough shows up first. Now, if
Hmm.
there are no gyms in Ontario, the entire province of Ontario has no gyms, and someone searches for a gym near me, Aaron's Fitness in Montreal might come up, but that's only where there's nobody else. So
Hmm.
that's why with local SEO, what we really need to do is focus on Scarborough, focus on our area, really the zip code, and then say, let's optimize that Google business profile and let's optimize those citations, get those done. And the reason is that reinforces what we have for the maps pack. So if we did um, CrossFit, well, let's do something here. Right, local search checker tool. Are you seeing my Google
Yeah.
search?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
So
Yeah.
this is something we talk about in the course. This is a local search checker because if I went here and I did a search for CrossFit in Scarborough, or how do I spell it right? Let's see. Uh-huh.
Bourough.
Scarborough, Ontario. Here's what I
Yeah.
get. Oh, Northern Touch CrossFit.
Yeah.
Now, now this is great. The question though is that's not really so accurate just because I am in here in New Jersey. Now,
Yeah.
we ranked second for that, which is really cool. CrossFit Scarborough, Ontario. But again, let's see how that looks in Toronto. So CrossFit Scarborough, Ontario. And let's look the search location. Now, whenever we do a search location, I mean, I would think does Scarborough have more than one zip code?
Yes. Hmm.
Okay. So that's a problem. So yes, it's a problem. It's not a problem, but like New York City, it's not gonna make sense if I do New York City. So let's
Hmm.
go ahead because it's too broad. So let's go ahead and put your zip code in.
Hmm.
So something here is that we want to do is I want to be able to easily copy this. Can I do that? Yes, perfect. And I see your link to awesome, your maps. It's perfect. All right, so let's come over here and let's go to let's see what it does for me. Google search. And because I picked Canada, it should be smart enough to know. No, check search results. All right, let's see. Page 1. Good. All right, so here we go. So there you are. So now, looks like you're running an ad.
Yeah.
Okay. And what we have is you rank first. So that's awesome. But the first, so CrossFit Scarborough, Ontario, you rank first for local SEO for Google Maps, which is awesome. Do you have reviews? Usually it shows reviews.
We have amazing reviews. That's why we weren't sure
I see it. It's
why
over
we
here.
weren't doing well, but
Well, it's over here. You see, I can see it on the right side here. Here, let me annotate. If we come, well, it's not gonna, but if you look over here, when let me turn off annotation, you can see there, you've got awesome 5 stars. Perfect. Now, what's interesting though, is you only rank, you rank second organically. So that kind of shows that, well, just because you rank first organically doesn't necessarily mean we rank first, excuse me, because you rank first on maps doesn't necessarily mean we rank first organically. And that's annoying. I want to rank first organically. So what we're looking at here is CrossFit. And what you're seeing is, for whatever reason, Google thinks that this CrossFit Kanuck is a better fit for CrossFit than yours. Now, you both have CrossFit in the title, but I think that they're seeing CrossFit on the page and they're not seeing that on yours. There are other ways in a deep dive in regular SEO to look at that, but it's certainly something we're going to talk about next. But for local, this is a great point that you can rank first for, is that Alex? Let's see. Yes, let me bring her in. Okay, she's here. Alex, hello.
Hi.
Hey, Alex, meet Erin. So we're live on YouTube. Erin, Alex is our esteemed project manager, and I don't know if you're going to be able to
Hi,
make
Alex.
it. We figured we would bring Alex on for all of the millions of our viewers on our YouTube live stream if necessary.
Yeah.
So okay, so let me just put this over here. Let's see if we have any comments on there, and we do not, so that's fine. Okay, so all right, great. So what I was saying is that over here, so you rank first from a local SEO perspective. Awesome. But from a organic perspective, you don't. Now, ranking first from a local SEO perspective does help organic rankings. And maybe because you've got someone here, CrossFit, CrossFit Kanuck, does he rank twice? He does. That's interesting. Wait, no, CrossFit.com gym. Okay, so this must be some kind of aggregator site. But
it's like we pay, we're not a franchise, but we pay licensing rights to CrossFit as a headquarters.
Gotcha.
So they're probably linking outward. They do link outward to all of our gyms.
Okay.
But Kanuck would have, maybe, I wasn't sure if it was because of the domain. Their domain authority isn't really high, but their website age is much higher than ours. So I was like,
okay, and that's a an SEO issue. So when you're looking at SEO, you have internal, you have on-site things and off-site things. So the on-site stuff is, what's the title? What's the name of the, what are the page names? The off-site things are the domain name, age, and the domain authority. And for those of you who are not aware or aren't into the technical, domain authority has to do, I forget if that's a Moz or an SEMrush thing. It's not a Google thing. But the domain authority is a ranking that's given to a domain based upon the value and the quality of the incoming links that it has and some other factors. But again, it's not, I wish there were a formula that I could say to you, well, CrossFit Kanuck has a domain authority of 11, and we just have to get you to 12 and you'll rank first. Doesn't work that way. Certain things are more valuable than others. Like, for example, if he has Kanuck he has let's see, this is the best gym. He's got CrossFit in his title, so do you, but it looks like on that page he's got CrossFit and you don't. And that might be just what you need to bump ahead. Now, looking at the other links we see here, that this is mindset.canada. Is this another?
That's another gym. I would say that all of us are similar.
Okay. So, and then there's Yelp. So once you see Yelp, that means that there's not a lot more for Google to find, which is great. So it looks like there are 3 of you in the area.
Yes. Yeah.
And so we would love to make you first. So let's talk about now how we could do that. Also, what I want to show you that's interesting is here, Google automatically corrected me. Because because Google thinks that CrossFit is, wants to do it as one word. But either way, I wouldn't get hooked. Someone might say, well, this is one keyword and this is a different keyword. Google knows the difference at this point. Oh, CrossFit Scarborough, but now it's searching from where I am. I'm not back into the location specific one. I'm back to mine in New Jersey. So yeah, can't determine location. So right. And so again, it depends on who's looking at it, but we're there. So what we need to do then is try and move you ahead now with organic SEO. Now, there is a percentage of the work that you do for local that does help reflect on organic. Maybe you would have been, and again, there's no way to test this. There's no way to say if you hadn't done, some of your local SEO work, that your CrossFit, would have been third or fourth. Some people rank behind Yelp, which is weird, but it happens. So let's talk about from an SEO perspective. Well, any questions about that before we talk about from an SEO perspective, what we would do?
No, I like the distinction between the two.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of going into speculation overwhelm and trying to figure out the maze. But as I said, I've done blogging before and I kind of understand the headings of websites and like the H1 and all that kind of stuff, but not as thoroughly, obviously, as you. So it's definitely helpful. And getting suggestions will be good because, as I mentioned, we have this website from a platform. So I minimally haven't, I'm like, the deal is you can't usually make changes on it, but anyways, it's something for us to explore.